Get through the morning every day. Every morning.
Ladies and gentlemen, Adelaide's Jody and Hazy on Nova.
What the fork?
What the fork?
What the fork was happening?
Get around this, please. Embarrassing parents on 13-24-10. Let us know what your parents have done to completely and utterly humiliate you.
Just dive them in. Good payoff as well.
Yeah.
Got a $100 Kent Town hotel voucher up for grabs for the best caller.
Okay, let's start with Bianca Sensori, shall we? She is, of course, the Aussie wife of rapper Kanye West. And they have had a family outing. And when I say family outing, I mean a completely R-rated family outing. So Bianca and Kanye have stepped out with stepdaughter North in a cute family movie day as the trio attended a screening of Deadpool and Wolverine in LA on the weekend.
Very nice.
However, Bianca has decided to don her underwear. So, yes, you got it.
As in wearing underwear under her clothes?
No, just her underwear. So she's...
Hang on, Mum's just wearing her undies.
Mum's gone to the movie in her knickers.
Literally just wearing
Literally
underwear.
in her knickers. So she's rocked some stilettos as well and what appeared to be nude-coloured underwear as
Very
they
good.
entered the theatre.
That's my stepmom. She's wearing her undies.
Just to complete the look, she's also wearing a nude-ish top, so you can
good.
sort of see all of Bianca's best assets, if you know what I mean.
Sometimes you feel like with Bianca, even when she's naked, she feels like she's still not naked enough. And if she could, she'd take her skin off.
Could I be more naked?
Oh, my gosh.
Like Robbie Williams in the Rock DJ film clip. Just
100%, just rip it strips off.
But what makes this really strange is that Dad is wearing like a full trackie, like a hoodie and tracksuit pants. And it's like, Bianca, aren't you cold? And also, Bianca, blink twice if you're in trouble.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like this relationship smacks
I
of.
think a lot of people have been sending that message, like, is Bianca okay?
Yeah.
Because Kanye is not.
But can you imagine being North and going to school on Monday, right? And all the kids are like, what did you do on the weekend? Oh, just, it was cool. Went to the movies with my stepmom and my dad and, oh, yeah? What was she wearing? Oh, just her undies.
But also, is it a real life dream that's come to fruition where like you turn up and you're living your life and you're like, oh my God, I'm not wearing pants. Oh my God, I can't believe I forgot pants.
She's got a cap on, which ironically is
there you go.
that's the most she's wearing on her head, a
Yeah,
cap.
you've got to be sun smart these days.
13-24-10. Give us a call, please. Embarrassing parents.
Yeah.
Discuss. It could be something they wear. It could be something they do. It just could be like your mum's Bianca and good Lord. Can you imagine going up to get your popcorn and your choc top
100%.
in your undies?
They're like, do you need a carry tray? She's like, well, yes, obviously.
yeah.
Where do you want me to put this sort of stuff?
You know how some people sneak in like lollies and stuff in a bag?
Oh, don't.
She got nowhere to put the lollies.
Oh my God.
She hasn't gone to Coles.
Careful at 8:22.
Where are you going to put your bananas? Your bag of bananas,
Very
Bianca?
goodness. 13-24-10. Hey, maybe you're the embarrassing parent as well.
Could be.
How do you
Look at me
embarrass
when you
kids?
say that.
I think we're looking at each other right now.
Yeah, that's very
We're into
true.
that sort of zone. Can we kick it off with Alexia, who's 9 years old? Good morning, Alexia.
Hello. Hi, Alexia. Is it Mum or Dad that embarrassed you?
Mum,
Mum, what did she do, darling?
every morning when we're late for school and there's roadworks, my mum winds down the windows and screams at the road workers.
Of course she does. Hey, Alexia, do you remember what she says?
Oh, no.
It's the morning. Why are you guys doing it in the morning? Some people are late for school.
She's saying what we're all thinking.
100%.
Oh.
Alexia, what do you say to your mum, or you just let her go off?
I just want to go off, please.
Yeah. Oh, thank you so much for your call, Alexia.
Oh, that's what it's all about.
Sorry.
Mum's like, Alexia, where's Alexia? Oh, she's on the phone.
Oh, no, you should talk to a radio station.
Oh, very good stuff. What do your parents do that is very, very embarrassing? Or maybe you are the embarrassing parent. $100 Kent Town hotel voucher up for grabs for the best caller.
I think my husband must have used an expression at the lights so very often that it got to the point where one of our kids said, "Hey, Dad, when you say for F's sake, does that make the traffic go faster?"
And then they start using it in context as well.
Yes.
Oh, gosh. I've accidentally taught them the worst lesson of all time. 13 24 10. Are you an embarrassing parent, or how have your parents embarrassed you? We'll take more calls next.
What the fork?
What the fork?
The fork was happening.
Bianca Sensory is out of control and embarrassing all sorts of young people.
Yeah, so she's gone to the movies to see Wolverine and Deadpool with her stepdaughter, but she's just wearing her knickers
Yeah.
and a pair of stiletto heels and a really tight top.
Undies and stilettos.
Yeah, it's believed also that she's been asked to dress less provocatively around her husband's children because she's regularly seen in unbearably tight tops that are see-through. It's like, imagine having that confidence. Bianca, just like when the kids are over, do you mind hiding your bits?
Yeah, just like, okay.
Fine.
And then wears like literally a tiny little nipple cover. And that's it.
Yeah.
Like, you happy?
Are you happy?
Prude?
Are you happy now, Kanye?
This house is a prison.
13 24 10. We're taking your calls this morning. When have your parents just completely humiliated you? We're getting a lot of calls from kids this morning. Lexi, what does your dad do, darling?
He yells out the window, "Good luck at school today, Lexi. I love you. Bye."
Do you know what? The best bit, Lexi, is he knows exactly what he's doing. He knows he's embarrassing you.
Yeah,
And how old are you, Lexi?
I'm 12.
Oh, my God. So you're about to go into high school. Is it going to continue on when you hit year 7?
I am in high school.
Oh, no.
Oh, my very goodness.
Oh, my God.
That is killing your vibe, Lexi.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. So
Oh,
he
yeah.
always does it.
Sounds very strategic, Lexi. Thank you so much for your call. Ria, hello.
Hi, how you going?
We're good. We're good. How's your dad embarrassed you?
Yes, he used to, when I was a kid, he used to practice his cast for fly fishing right on the middle of the road after school. So we'd all be walking home from school.
Oh, my God.
And there'd be various kids, not just me and my mates, but everyone. And he would be there practicing his casting, like he had the actual like the rod and the fly line and all that, and he'd do it, and he'd be just doing it over and over again, casting. And the kids would yell out, "Caught any fish yet, mister?" Like, oh, smart Alec, and he'd say, "Piss off, you little a-hole." But like we'd all be walking home, and he'd do it without fail, like once a week.
Yeah, that's good.
Ria, was he wearing his dungarees, like his fishing dungarees?
No, but he used to wear his King G's. He used to wear his King G's and a flannel.
What did that
He looked
Tiny.
he looked the part.
What a beautiful man, just creating core memories.
Yeah.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah, Tamara. Hello.
Hello, how you going?
Good, good. What did your dad... Well, there's a lot of dads. What did your dad used to do?
Well, it's not what he used to do. He still does it, but when we go to the shops, he likes to fart in the aisles of the shops, and he looks around and listens to noises. And they are the most funniest noises. Like, it's not just a little fart. It's like, it goes on, and he'll, like, look around and turn around in a circle, like, who was that?
So that's his best. I'm assuming tomorrow some of his best work is either looking around but also blaming it on creaky floorboards that don't exist.
Oh, yeah, on the supermarket.
No, but he looks at me like as if I'd done it, and then people look at me like I've done it, and it wasn't me.
Yeah, I do believe they call that crop dusting.
Yeah. We're built for this space too.
Yeah.
Man, I don't know what's going on with how we're put together.
Yeah.
But we're given much more wind than our counterparts.
Oh, I don't believe so. I think we have equal
Yes, we
amounts
are.
of wind. Some of us are just a bit more discreet about it.
Well, some of us are more creative with it as well.
Okay. All right.
So some of us can turn it into entertainment.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
good for you, Dale.
And Tamara's dad is absolutely one of them. Oh, there he goes.
Let's go to Amber. Good morning, Amber.
Morning.
Okay. Who was it, mum or dad?
It was my mum.
What'd she do?
So a few years ago, I was about 12. Me and my other two siblings we all went on a family trip to Queensland.
Yep.
And they had the big pirate ship, and it swang back and forth.
Yes.
And Mum agreed that that's probably the only ride she could handle. So we all get on, and she screamed the house down so hard that the guy actually allowed the ride to stop for her to get off. I think he lasted less than 2 minutes. Hadn't even got to full momentum.
Oh, Amber, this brings back childhood trauma because I went on that with my mum, and my mum was like, let's sit at the end, which, of course, Amber, you'd be familiar with the pirate ship's work. It's the highest point. So Hazy would go
Yes.
up and you were...
Back or front?
Oh, sit in the middle, babes. Sit in the middle. Of it's like completely and utterly horrifying.
Yeah, and they're like, what's that? There you go.
Yeah, thank you,
Sam's
Amber.
mum.
Thank you, appreciate that.
Here's what you're waking up to, Adelaide.
In the news today.
Breaking news.
What's in the news today?
Your most snooze news.
Well, if you're just waking up, let's start with the games overnight. And Kayla McEwen, what an absolute champion. So she's defended her 100-metre backstroke title with a brilliant, gutsy second 50 metres to equal her PB and set a new Olympic record. Well done, Kaylee.
Good stuff, Kaylee.
Pay tribute to her dad, who, of course, passed away. So it's 4 years since she dropped that iconic F-bomb after she won gold in
Oh, I forgot about that.
the last games.
How did it go?
I can't recall
Stick jump.
exactly, but she said this morning in the interview, she goes, I won't call, but she did say the S word.
Oh,
So
okay.
just can't help herself.
Is she a bit loose?
Old potty mouth McEwen, what they call it.
Loose with her words, old potty mouth McEwen.
So that was good. Zach Stoley-Cook is primed to defend his 200-metre gold in the breaststroke as well. Disappointment for the Boomers overnight. We
Yeah.
took on Canada, but you seem to think that they'll probably silver medal behind the US.
Canada's really good.
No, we're good.
Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is someone,
Oh, yeah.
for the most part of the NBA season, he was in conversation with the MVP. So he might be top 5 best players in the world. Jamal Murray, RJ Barrett,
It's a lot.
even Brooks. They're actually stacked, Canada.
You seem to know a lot about this team when you didn't watch the basketball last night. You were like,
too
it's
late
not
for me.
too late.
It started at 9:30, didn't it?
It started at about 9. Yeah,
Yeah.
I watched the first half and we were in it. We were leading, I think, by 2 points at half time. And then we fell away. So I'm so glad. You know when you make the decision to go to bed and you wake up and you see that we lost and you're like, thank God.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Oh, right. So you,
know what
didn't,
I mean?
you didn't miss an absolute belter.
Yeah.
But next up, so what are they going to do? They're going to beat Greece. They're going to beat Giannis Antetokounmpo and Greece to get through to the quarterfinal stage.
And it's a Kumpo. Isn't that an absolute belter when that comes up on the prompter?
True story. Bruce, my old mate Bruce Abernethy, when Antetokounmpo was just coming through,
Yeah.
himself, it's on the teleprompter, and Ab is going through the script before it goes to air. And he goes in different words, "What the hell is that name?"
Yeah.
And then I go, "It's Antetokounmpo, Antetokounmpo,
Yeah.
Giannis Antetokounmpo."
Yeah.
He goes, "Has he got a nickname?" And I go, "Yeah, they call him the Greek Freak." And he goes, "Put it in, change it." We're calling him the Greek Freak.
Oh, my God. The amount of times that you sit there and try to work out ways to not say soccer players or, like, can we just get around that somehow by not mentioning
God.
the guy who scored the
Tour de France. How many different variations of a Tadej Pogacar are you going to hear?
Oh, because it looks like Tadej, right?
Tadej,
Yeah.
Pogacar,
Yeah.
Pogucci. Oh, gosh.
It's a lot. Jess Fox has Fox. I mean, how difficult is that?
Yeah, I know.
Jess Fox has qualified second in the canoe slalom as well, and there's a decision still to be made on whether the triathlon will go ahead due to the River Seine pollution.
Don't we love some dirty water at these major events?
Oh, yeah.
They've spent $2 billion trying to clean that up, and it's still not clean enough. And they're trying to blame the fact that there was heaps of rain the other day.
Oh, sure.
It sounds like my oven. I spent $2 billion trying to clean
Yeah, I
that.
know. It's still contaminated.
Scum everywhere.
Oh, hey, Abs, what's going on with one of our favourite airlines?
Maybe that's why your frittata tastes so good, Jodes.
Yeah.
Maybe it's the crust,
The
the
oven's
crusty
not
bits
clean.
from the
All that extra flavour.
Yeah, so some big news from Rex Airlines. We sort of knew this was coming, but they have been placed into voluntary administration. But basically, flights between capital cities have been cancelled, but regional will still go ahead. So they fly a lot of the mine workers from Adelaide to places like Mount Gambier, Ceduna, Coober Pedy, places like that. So they're still running. That's fine. It's just between the capital cities. They, a little while ago, did this big thing of we're going to go from regional to capital cities. We're going to start offering more flights. Of course, that's kind of backfired. But there'll be a consultation today to look at the future of staff at the airline. There's talk out there that people were rocking up, like staff from Rex were rocking up to a Brisbane hotel and saying, hey, we're here to check in. And they're like, well, you're not allowed to because there's unpaid bills. You haven't paid your bills. So, yeah, the future of the airline will be discussed today. Virgin Australia have stepped up and basically are offering free of charge rebookings. So if you are due to fly and you were meant to fly on Rex, you can call them and they can help you out.
Yeah, right.
Remember Ansett?
Yeah.
Remember when they died?
Yeah, and everyone's points died with them.
Yeah. What about Tiger? Are they still around?
Tiger went.
Still around.
No.
It's gone, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is Bonzai? Is it Bonza? They're still going.
Bonza went in.
Right, it was in for about 6 minutes.
Yeah, they had massive issues. They've gone most of their flights are gone.
I feel like when it comes to flying an aircraft in the sky, you don't want to go cheap
No, you don't.
because you don't want to be skimping on aircraft safety.
No, particularly when you look out the side of your window and there's like a wheel missing and one of the wings is on fire and you're like, oh, save $60 though.
Yeah.
And then, boop, dead.
And then they're like, do you want to sit in the emergency exit? But there's no, like, door.
There's
The
no
emergency
door.
exit.
You're like, it's a bit windy. A bit windy on the emergency
Probably
exit.
not, guys. Can I just get the extended leg room up the front? Thanks.
All good though. I'm a bit peckish. Can I get a little small thing of Pringles? And they're like, no worries, that's $26. You're like, oh my God.
But you know what? When you're on holidays, money does not matter. When you're in that airport and you're about to get on that plane, you spend $35 on a book because you're on holidays.
I'm very surprised that Rex went under because the one time that I flew to Kangaroo Island on Rex, they gave us a single Mentos and a small little popper.
Oh, nice. Very good. That's all you needed. Got you through. Little energy hit.
I mean, I know the flight was only like 25 minutes, but for goodness sake, a single Mentos doesn't even touch the sides, does it?
That is not enough. You're a 2 Mentos girl.
They didn't want to give you Pringles because once you pop, you can't stop.
Spot on. 12 minutes past 6. That is your post at Snooze News. First question for the 6:15 vending machine quiz is coming up next. Can we just celebrate? Can we go back to 2020? And can we get right around the Italian man who walked 450 kilometres to cool off after an argument? This is just one of the great movements. 450 kilometres this bloke walked from the north along the coast in Italy after getting into a quarrel with his wife. That tells you that man's going through some stuff.
Well, I applaud his initiative in going, I need to cool down. But how long did it take him to walk 450 kilometres?
Well, that's the whole thing, isn't it? He was averaging 60 kilometres a day, and obviously it took him probably weeks and weeks.
Yeah, goodness.
And it was very much probably a Forrest Gump situation.
That day, for no particular reason, I decided to go for a little run.
When you need to eat, he ate.
Yeah.
When you need to sleep, he slept.
Yeah.
And when you need to do, you know what, he did. You know what?
Yeah.
That sort of setup.
That's so true. I wonder what the argument was over.
It'd have to be something pretty heavy, wouldn't it? Because if I go for a walk around the block, I'm good by the time I get back.
Do you actually do that if you have an argument with Cara? Will you actually go out for a walk?
No, not with Cara, but I've been in a really bad headspace.
Right.
Where I've been very angry.
Yes.
And I've walked it off before. But I've never had to do that with my wife. And I've never had to go 450 kilometres.
I'm just picturing your angry walk.
Oh, yeah. It's a real stormy.
Your face, because you can't hide it when you're angry. Your face would be so screwed up, and I reckon I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but your arms would be straight. Would you?
Oh yeah, real straight, real knocking vases over type situation. Can you hear me coming from at least 40, 50 metres away?
Kicking a few trees along the way.
Oh my God, yeah. Kicking poor little baby trees over, pushing some bins over as well. He's 48, this bloke. He explained to the police that he walked the entire way without any transport. He was picked up because it was during the COVID pandemic.
Yeah.
So he got fined. 60 kilometres a day he travelled. That's ridiculous.
It's extraordinary. I've just worked out what the argument was over. She continued watching a Netflix series when he wasn't up to date.
Oh, my gosh.
There it is.
Every partner has done that to their partner.
There it is.
And you turn on, you're like, hang on, I thought I was an episode and a half behind there.
Yeah.
And she'd be like, well, I'm up to here now.
I'm up to episode 10, and he's like, well, I'm up to episode 6. Next minute, 450 Ks later.
I did that to Cara with Breaking Bad, and I reckon I got about 3 seasons ahead of her. In that space, 450 kilometres ahead of her. We've got a new tactic now that if there starts to be some sort of tension in our family, we resolve it by someone having the licence to call family hug time.
What?
So here's the deal. In our family, and the kid's very much involved, we had to put some pre-rules on it because our little Lottie was really abusing it. If you call family hug time, no matter what you're doing, unless you're sleeping, so if Sonny's sleeping, we've all got to come together and we've all got to have a hug.
Well, that's
and
a bit
it tends
cute.
to just sort of ease any tensions away straight away.
That's super cute.
Lottie was calling it every 4 to 5 seconds. so the new rule was that you can only call family hug time once an hour.
Okay.
Yes.
That's so cute. So you all just bring it in and have a little hug and it diffuses all the tension.
100%.
That's so nice.
Because when you're having a family hug, particularly with the kids, when they're generating it, you can't be angry.
Yeah.
So it's good, gets rid of it.
We have a rule. We do high-lows each and every meal. So we all have to sit at the table and have our dinners together. But the high-low rule got flouted the other day when Harper called it at breakfast.
Yeah, that's right.
What's your high-lows? We're like, mate, we just got up.
It's the 4-year-olds flaunting the rules.
I know, they'll get you.
Can we have a new rule in here? It's called a Nova family hug time.
Yes.
But specifically, we'll do it Tuesdays at around about 7:45.
Yeah.
After someone is super angry after song.
After you beat me again at song.
No, you beat me, and I needed a Nova family hug time yesterday. I needed to go for a 450-kilometre walk. Jodes, can we just knuckle down on a study which I think is completely bogus?
Okay.
Completely bogus.
Just the
in my opinion.
Sheer volume of studies that come across your desk that you never use is incredible, isn't it?
The intellectual ability of this man that's speaking right now knows no bounds.
Okay.
That's what we'll say. Research shows that husbands can be a significant source of stress for women, sometimes even more than their children.
Yes.
Surely that's incredible.
No,
Surely that is so bogus.
I have never heard of a more accurate survey in my whole entire existence.
Really?
Yes.
Over 7,000 mothers found that the average stress level reported was 8.5 out of 10. The primary stresses included a lack of help from spouses with parenting and household duties. I don't know what that means. Leading many women to feel overwhelmed by the dual responsibilities of work and home life. This one's interesting though, Jodes. When husbands lose their wives, their health tends to deteriorate, whereas widowed women often experience
Thrive.
improved health and reduced stress, highlighting the disparity in reliance between partners.
I can tell you they are not just surviving, they are thriving. Thriving because they don't have to wipe your sorry asses. That is the crux of it.
See, this is crazy.
We don't have to
thought,
worry about another human being anymore.
I would have thought there's two exceptions.
Well,
Andrew Hayes and Greg Oddie.
no. Greg Oddie's one of them.
What's going on? Feel free to open up and share in this space. R.E. Greg Oddie, your beautiful husband.
No,
13
he's
years.
he's fantastic. He's very helpful around the home and he's a very hands-on parent. You, on the other hand, we all collectively feel as a group. Am I right, ladies?
Silence.
Okay.
Smashes my head.
Wow.
The silence just.
That's so funny because they're happy to say it behind your back.
I knew it.
Yet we go on air and there's silence. You are a small child in a grown man's body. There's no question about that.
Do you know what? Because I'm so mature in this space, let's all just politely agree to disagree and know that in this situation, I'm the outlier.
Well, I feel like maybe there's a third party we should get involved in this conversation. Let me work on that for just a second.
As in Greg Oddie.
No. No.
Don't you dare get in contact with my wife. She's out of bounds.
I would like to call to the stand, Your Honour.
All right, look, you can do your best.
My first witness.
Look, it's an interesting time right now. She's getting the kids ready for school and everything. So, look, best
What
of
do you
luck.
mean you're already here? Also, pick up your Lego.
Also, it's Lego! Jodes, I've done a study, and as it turns out, and I'm not sure I believe this, to be perfectly honest with you, but a study has revealed that husbands stress women out twice as much as their children do. And you are trying to tell me that that's true because of your beautiful husband, Greg?
Yes, well,
Greg's just trying to be himself.
You've just vehemently denied all aspects of this study. So what I thought I'd do is I thought I'd go into a case study, as you will, and I've gone to the top shelf and put in a little call to Mrs. Cara Hayes. Good morning.
Good morning, guys.
Good morning. I've long said this to you, Cara, that you have 4 children, 3 actual children and 1 fully adult grown child in your possession.
Nah.
Does he stress you out more than your kids?
Nah, go in the bathroom, okay. All good.
You definitely stress me out. It depends on the day, but I'm going to say more than the kids. Some days, definitely. You are a 4th child. There is no doubt. Yesterday, your question to me was, have you done my tax yet?
I did.
When am I getting my tax back?
I said, what's our situation with the tax?
No, Andrew, I don't even think you know how to pay a bill.
No, we've had this discussion.
No,
I don't know what BPay is, but that's
No, the only reason...
You go to the post office to pay your rento on the one time you've had to do it.
Who knows how to do
went
these
to the
things?
post office to pay your registration.
Literally lined up. I said, can you just pay this bill? He goes, I don't have time to go to the post office today. Are you joking?
Well, I
It's on your
managed.
phone.
Well, I do manage to dress myself at 4 o'clock in the morning, so
No,
I
you
suppose
don't.
that's a positive.
Cara, can you debunk that, please? Do you put his clothes out for him, and do you purchase all of his clothes because he's incapable of putting an outfit together?
When the clothes that he's got start getting holes in them, I do need to purchase new ones because he will only wear the same things, and he lays out his little Birkenstocks and his socks and his same H&M shorts every night, sometimes a Nike pair, and you get up and you put them on, and every day I say to you, why can't you just wear normal clothes? You've got a wardrobe full of clothes, let's get rid of them. If you're not going to wear them, let's get rid of them.
What an absolutely beautiful child.
I will ask you this, Cara, because whenever we go on school visits, he is the first to wind up the children. I can imagine in your household when you're trying to get the kids to bed, he'd just be like, now is a time to really fire them up.
And you would know he gets home at 7:10 every night, and I try and get the kids in bed by 7:30, and if they're not in bed before he gets home, we're looking at 8:30 for sure.
Yeah.
Yep, it's a fun time.
little energy boost. That's what it's all about.
Oh, yeah, that's what us mothers
That's
appreciate.
what kids need. Yeah, absolutely.
Totally.
Well, you've always said, Cara, you're not against the fourth child. Well, guess what? You got one.
Yeah. Well done. Congratulations, Cara. Thank you for proving me right on this occasion. Hazy, you really are a fourth child, honestly.
There you go, Cara Hayes. First time caller / listener. Love that.
Yeah, last time caller after this. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Andrew Hayes. Picture this, Adelaide Entertainment Centre, Saturday afternoon. Lucy Austin, Adelaide Thunderbirds. She's warming up. She's got her headphones on, and this is playing.
Hello, I got places to be. Pretty brown, got me weak in the knees. Slow up, you hold me down, I'll be adjusting my speed.
Oh, what a tuna sandwich.
What a tuna sandwich. Getting fired up for the grand final against the Vixens. Lucy Austin, welcome to the studio.
Yeah.
Hello.
Nice work, Lucy. Welcome.
Thank you. A little pump-up song there, doll.
Yeah, I'm loving it at the moment.
Yeah.
Fred again.
Okay. All right, so 3 more sleeps until the grand final. Looking to go back-to-back as premiers. You absolutely pants the Vixens a couple of weeks ago in the first semi. You must be supremely confident going into this grand final.
Oh, it definitely gives us confidence going into the game, but we do have a job to do still. So, have to have a good start to the game and hopefully can punish him again.
What do you reckon you'll win by, Liz?
I don't want to think about it.
Because of Shamira. If Shamira she'd probably say 20 or 25.
Yeah. So you guys got together and watched the game on the weekend. So it was a Vixens v Fever. Who were you all collectively barracking for in that game? Be honest. Who as a team did you want to get up and did you want to play in the grand final?
To be honest, none of us were really saying anyone. Like, a few of us were Vixens. I think I'd rather play Vixens, but especially because Fever came back so quickly and at the end of that game. So
that was that showed how quickly netball can turn, because they were like 11 points down, Hazy, with about 2 minutes to go, and honestly, the Fever went bang, 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 hit about 3 or 4 2-pointers in a row, and that's interesting for you, Luce, because that is ideally your role, isn't it? If to come onto the court and sink 2-pointers. How does that role sit with you?
It's good. I'd have to just stay switched on the bench kind of thing, and I know that when I get my opportunity to come on, I can sort of punish and just have a go at it. And
it's almost like the activated sub in footy, right? To come on and just go bang, bang, bang.
Impact player. Lucy Austin joins us from the Thunderbirds. Lucy, what about last year? You've done all this before. Like, how much do you channel what you did last year in these preparations?
I think we sort of do get a lot of confidence from going back and watching some of them videos. Well, I definitely do anyway. Definitely feels the desire to win again and get out there and give it a hot crack.
How much as well, knowing how good the celebrations were, is that a motivating factor?
To be honest, yes. No, we definitely had a good time celebrating.
I've still got a video of Lucy and I doing fast feet in the post-match celebrations from last year.
Slurred feet, I think it was.
Slow feet. So in the lead up, you guys have made a real point of relaxing and so dressing up and doing all sorts of fun things. Is that just to keep things chilled out?
Yeah, I think just to keep the fun in it and just helps us soak up all the feels of finals and just helps us have fun and celebrate it, I guess.
So how often? Is that weekly?
Oh, we have been doing something once a week. I'm not sure what this week's is, but...
how's the costume wardrobe going?
I know, I'm running out of ideas, to be honest.
You mightn't have seen Hazy, but last week Lucy was at training and had the misfortune of falling over as we were interviewing the coach of the team, Tanya Obbs, right in frame. Lucy did a gutser and fell down, and that was the second time you fell down. How can someone so talented be so uncoordinated, Lucy Austin?
Yeah, thanks for bringing that up.
That's all right.
Look, you know what? I'm a tall girl, got long limbs sometimes. Just don't know how to coordinate them.
I don't reckon anyone noticed. In saying that, we do have some live audio.
Do you know what the worst thing about it, Lucy, is all your teammates were like, yeah, that's typical. Like, do you always hit the deck?
To be honest, not really, but I think when I do, it's always, it looks a bit funny, I think.
Yeah. Oh, well, we just made a real big highlight of it on Channel 10 News, so you're welcome.
Brush yourself off. How do you go dancing as well? We saw the girls dancing a few days ago. And look, it's fair to say that obviously Shamira, very, very good. Hannah Petty, not so good. Tanya Obst, maybe the worst. How do you go?
Oh, to be honest, I wasn't the worst, I don't think. Usually I am, but I did give it a hot crack.
There was a sign in the crowd about a week or so ago of a little girl held up a sign in the crowd that said, put Lucy Austin on. So are you hoping for a few minutes on the weekend?
Oh, yes, 100%. I really want to get out there and get my opportunity, and when I get it, I'll take it and have some fun.
Cannot wait for Saturday. The luncheon starts at 2 o'clock for me, so I don't know what sort of shape I might be in by 6:30, but we'll see how we go. Lucy, thank you so much for coming in, and all the best to go back-to-back on the weekend.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Let's fire you up with this.
Hello, I got places to be. Pretty brown. Got me weak in the
You should
knees.
see Lucy right now. She's dancing on the ceiling at the moment.
Yeah. She's got glow sticks. It's a sad day for all the dirty pervs out there. Do you know why? Because the Olympic Committee has decided, yes, beach volleyballers, you can in fact wear pants.
Wait, I'm not a creep. That's great. Yes, finally.
Are you subscribing to the one guy on X who said, I waited 4 years for effing pants? Enough is enough. Another post with 12 million views said, every 4 years I become a women's beach volleyball enthusiast. Oh, my. I feel like common sense has finally prevailed in this space. Do you not?
Was that the rule before, that you had to wear...
Had to.
Are you serious?
You had to.
I did not know that you had to basically wear a bikini
100%.
to compete in an Olympic sport.
100% had to have to wear a little crop top and a shorty little tiny bikini. And any woman who's a woman knows anything that creeps up your butthole is not comfortable.
100%. Ask Rafa Nadal. Will be doing his whole career picking those undies out.
Let alone on the world stage as you're trying to perform in the sport that you love in front of millions and millions of people, and you're constantly picking out a wedgie.
You'd love to have that sort of, I'd say, confidence where you go, do you know what? I don't care.
I don't
anymore.
even care.
I don't care if I've got a wedgie. I just want to get this spike.
I just want a gold medal in beach volleyball. And to be fair, like, their physiques are incredible, and obviously whoever came up with this sport went, well, we may as well capitalise on the fact that these bodies are amazing. However, for goodness sake, it's ridiculous. It's freezing over there. It's freezing. So we've got ours. We'll call them Adelaide's own pair over there at the moment. And I can never say a name.
Mariaf.
Yeah, Mariaf. Lasola. Yeah.
Taliqua Clancy.
There we go, Taliqua Clancy. So they actually, it was so cold the other day that they had to wear a top under their bikini top. It looked ridiculous.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Some undergarments. That's not what you visualise when you think of the beach volleyball. And I mean that with all due respect.
Egypt's pairing are wearing Habibs while they're playing beach volleyball.
Okay.
As is per their religion. So at least they've loosened the reins. Do you know where I wish they would adopt this philosophy? In which space? Netball. The amount of times I've seen my little 8-year-old who has a body fat of less than 0 on a Saturday morning, 8 o'clock, when it's literally 2 degrees, running around on a netball court in a skirt and a dress because it's pretty and feminine. For goodness sake, can we not wear leggings to play netball?
Are you not allowed to?
No.
So can you all wear undershorts?
No.
For a netball uniform? That's outrageous.
Isn't it crazy?
So
It's a winter sport, and if you're not good enough, which I haven't been my whole entire career, you don't get to play inside. You have to play outside on the hard asphalt.
Particularly those rock hard Achilles of yours.
Oh,
jeez. You need to be nice and warm to keep them nice and loose.
Mate, you shouldn't be throwing stones in the ligament space.
Yeah, no.
That's all I will say.
My ligaments are very vulnerable.
Your hamstring lasted approximately 4 minutes and 38 seconds.
6 minutes, actually.
Oh, sorry, mate. But yeah, it's just good to see that finally a bit of common sense has prevailed. And to all the dirty perverts out there who are like, oh, where's my little G-string at the Olympics and the beach volleyball? Shut up.
Yeah, you wait till Brisbane.
You got to hang in another 4 years.